Hi, my name is Kate Oliphant, and today I'll be talking about bar chords. A bar chord is a technique where you use your first finger usually to play more than one fret at once. So you can have something like that. There's a lot of misconceptions about bar chords. Okay? One of the biggest ones is that people think to play a bar chord properly, you want to squeeze as hard as you can with your left hand and create this sort of like vice grip, sort of what you see with a capo. The reality of it is that is one of the most inefficient ways to play a bar chord. So it kind of creates this unnecessary tension and fatigues the left hand really quickly. The best way to play a bar chord is to focus on three different elements. The first is you want your left elbow turned in toward the guitar here, okay? So you don't want it out here, you don't want it in the middle, you want it turned in. What this does is it rotates your left hand and allows you to play. I'm going to move my finger so you can see better. It allows you to play on the side of your finger, okay? The reason you want to play on the side of the finger is if you feel the middle part of the finger here, it's not quite as bony as the side. This boniness really helps you play a bar chord better. So, first thing, elbow in. Second thing, side of your finger, okay? Now these two are both pretty easy to get on board with. The harder element in the third point of focus is to let gravity do the work. Now what I mean by this, instead of taking your hand and your finger and clamping down as hard as you can this way, you want to let the weight of your hand and the weight of your arm pull down this way, okay? And I'm over-exaggerating it here, but pull down this way and do all of the work, okay? So I've got it on the side of my finger, I've got my elbow in, and I let gravity pull it down. Sometimes I'll even dip my left shoulder just a little bit, okay? One way to feel the difference between the clamp and the gravity is if you take your right arm and pull it up like this, pretend this is the neck of your guitar, take your left hand, and the first time you want to clamp down as hard as you can. Feel how much tension that creates in your left hand. Now, the next time, you want to just let gravity pull, and see how your skin actually comes down and is pressed? That's the same idea with the strings here. They're still going to come down and be pressed, even though gravity and the weight of your arm is doing all the work. Okay? So this will allow you to play bar chords longer and more efficiently. Now, one really good bar exercise to get the basics of this, go ahead and start on the 9th fret of your guitar, and you want to make sure you've got your three elements of focus in the front of your mind, okay? So side of your finger, elbow in, and gravity, okay? So you get those, you get those three, and then slowly play each string with your right hand, making sure there's no buzzing. Okay? So that would be a good bar. If it sounds like this, you see how there's buzzing and some of the strings aren't really coming out? That would be not so good of a bar, and that would be when you would want to focus a little bit more. Okay? Now, if you've effectively played the bar on the 9th fret, then what you want to do is drop your left arm and go to the 8th fret and do the exact same thing. So good bar there. You drop your arm, let it relax. And the reason I'm having you drop your arm between each bar is that you can practice setting up in the proper way with the 3 points of focus. So back to 7th fret. And you would do this until you get to the point where maybe at the 5th fret, it kind of falls to pieces or something. And that's when you would know that's as far as you can go for right now. If you can get all the way down to the 1st fret, keep in mind that the further down you go, so the closer you get to the 1st fret, the harder it's going to be to perform a bar chord. So if you notice that, it's not necessarily because your hand is getting tired, it's because of the way the guitar is built. So that's all I've got for bar chords for right now. I'll do another video later on some other ways to practice them once you get the basics down, but hope this helps and keep working.